Welcome back. Well, as I mentioned, we have Donna Rain Showstack here on behalf of Third. Well, welcome. Nice to see you.
Very good to see you. Thank you for having me, Lisa.
You're welcome. And we appreciate you getting up early to be here because I know it's hard after the holidays. You want to just sleep in. So thank you so much for coming in. So some good news. Residents have been doing a really good job of saving water, which is super important.
Yes, and I really wanted to share that with everyone. We still have water issues, but before we do that, I just wanted to give a very quick recap on a couple of things.
Perfect.
Third was very pleased with a lot of work with our department heads, et cetera, to not have any increase in Third Mutual's monthly assessment in the Third Mutual portion of it. So that was great. Yes. And I did want to share with our residents, our viewers, that Architectural Controls and Standards, which translated is manner alterations, has been working really hard to simplify processes. They're going through every single one of the criteria and trying to make it simpler and more user-friendly. So next time you want to do some alterations, hope it's a good experience. But I really want, as you said earlier, focus on water. And on good news, the water problems aren't going away, but residents and landscaping, everybody is doing their part.
Right.
So in terms of landscaping, when Third Mutual's landscape water got cut back, we cut it back about 15% in response to the request across the board to do that. And save just in the 3 months that we had time before the end of the year to save some money, saved over about $150,000.
Wow.
Which is a lot.
Yeah.
And that was taken out of the utility budget where we thought we'd be spending it on water, and we were able to move it over into landscaping and be used to put some drought-tolerant plantings in some areas that are really unusable and high maintenance. Perfect. So again, it will save more money, it will beautify the area, and so we were very, very pleased to be able to do that. But I did want to talk about the fact that water savings is critical. Yes. We have a problem. And this slide probably shows it the best.
It's so scary to look at it.
It is very scary. The first slide, the first picture over on the left of the screen shows 2000 when the feeding arm, Overton Arm that feeds into Lake Mead, was looking very healthy. The middle one is 2021. And you can see a dramatic difference. Yeah. But what's really scary is from 2021 to 2022, if you look at the middle of that picture, that middle area has almost completely dried up.
Wow.
So we can't stop our efforts. We have to keep doing them. Right. But we've been doing them, and that's what I wanted to share.
Well, and that's important because you know what? It's not just us. I mean, it's California, it's several other states, and we all need to make sure we do what we need to do.
And particularly here in Southern California, we really are semi-arid. We're a semi-desert area. It's not going to go away. We have to accept that. So I did want to share and thank our residents for the efforts they're making. El Toro Water District shared with us that we've had since the middle of 2021 a 19% decrease in residential water use.
Good.
We can measure residential water in Third because residential landscape are separated out, whereas they are not in the rest of the village.
Okay.
But here it's separated, and they can see that it's residential water use, and using some formulas translate really to the rest of the village as well.
That's wonderful.
19% is huge.
Yeah.
We thought it would save a lot of money on the bill, and it did, except that unfortunately, just as we went and started all of our water efforts and really wanted to make that difference, El Toro was forced to raise our rates. So, so we couldn't quite see it in the full bill, but in Third, again, where residential water use is separated out, we could see it in the excessive water use charges that have gone down.
Okay.
Tier 1 is efficient use, Tier 4 is excessive use, and the water in Tier 4 costs 4 times the amount that it does for the same amount of water in Tier 1.
Okay.
And we used to average about $15,000 a month just for Tier 4 water.
Right.
That's down to $1,500 a month, and we've saved easily over $160,000 from January to September. So that was huge. And so, again, in the big bill, we didn't see it because the bills have gone up, but we certainly saw it in excessive water use.
Right.
And we do see it in the measurement of residential water use. And from January through September of 2022, residential water use saved 11 million gallons of water. That's a huge amount.
It sure is.
And so thank you to our residents. That was a holiday present to everybody. And of course, the message is keep it up.
Absolutely.
We can't stop doing that. And we did, if we move on to the next slide, I want to share with you that we've just put together a panel discussion for TV6. Dennis Cafferty, the general manager of El Toro Water District, and Lee Goldstein, advisor to Third's Water Conservation Committee and Earth Day chair, was with me on this panel, and we discussed water. I think everyone, I hope they'll find it interesting. It's going to be aired in January every Sunday at 5 and every Wednesday morning at 8:30. So we're excited about that. And again, most important, thanking everybody for the efforts, and they've got to continue them.
And this is actually something that's very nice to see. The panel discussion is because you have people obviously who are within the thick of it, and they'll be able to tell us, you know, where the water comes from, all of our storage, what projected could happen in the future, maybe desalinization, things like that. There's a lot of things in the works.
There is a lot, and Dennis talked about the potentials for them.
Okay.
But the one thing we always have to remember is in this part of South Orange County, our drinking water comes from somewhere else. We have to buy it. We have to transport it. It'll always be expensive. And it'll always be in short supply. So keep up the good work. It's been great.
Well, I love it, and they're probably using all of the things that the water district tells them to do. Take your shorter showers, don't wash your cars, you know, do all those things that can help just a little bit.
You know, and actually that, but also fixing leaks. We forget how huge a difference it makes just to fix leaks and find them. So people have been doing a good job there too as well, and that's why our excessive use portion of the bill has gone down so much.
That is fantastic. Well, wonderful news. Congratulations to everyone in Third, and thank you so much.
Yes, and just leave everybody with one thought. The water we save today is the water we'll need tomorrow.
Perfect. Thank you so much. If you want more information about this, you can always send an email to generalmanager@vmsinc.org, and it will go to the appropriate person. Or you could also watch the panel discussion, which will be on our YouTube channel, Village Television. We'll be right back.